In this final video, I'm going to give you what we call an anchor. Now, you've probably experienced this and felt this in your own life. Have you ever had anything like, say, a song, all right, where at some stage, you've had an experience that's been a very pleasurable experience, and there's been a song in the background or in that moment, maybe your first kiss or something like that was at a party, there was a certain song playing and you had all those emotions and it was a great time for you. And now every time you hear that song, it brings back some of that feeling and those memories of that time. Have you ever experienced anything like that? This is what we call an anchor. That song, because of that emotion and the thoughts and the feelings that went on at the same time as your brain was hearing that song has anchored those feelings, those emotions and those thoughts to you. So now every time you hear the song, you get those feelings and thoughts and emotions come back to you because of that anchor. Okay, so this is something that you can actually do to yourself. All right, you can pick something that you can use as an anchor and you can anchor certain feelings, thoughts, emotions to that. Okay, now you can use a song. If you want to, you can pick your favorite song or a great song and you can use that as an anchor. What I'm going to do is run you through a physical anchor today. Okay, so watch this, and then what I suggest you do is watch it so you get an idea of what we're doing, and then watch it again, and the second time go through the process. Do this to yourself and create yourself an anchor. Now, what we want to create is feelings of happiness, of certainty, of complete possibility and positivity, where you know that you can do anything you want, you can be happy, you can achieve anything you want in your life. We want these feelings to be anchored, okay, in a way that you can use that whenever you need to use it. So, to do this, we have to get a bit silly, we have to get a bit out there, we have to feel it, okay? This is effective only if you can actually really feel those emotions at the time of setting the anchor, okay? So we've got to get you in a frame of mind, in a place where you're in complete happiness and certainty and positivity, and you know you can achieve anything. You know you're the boss, you can master your life, you can do whatever you want. We want to get you in that place, and then we're going to anchor that feeling. So when you're not feeling like that, you can use that anchor and you can snap yourself back to that emotion, that feeling and that memory. So let's get right in and do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to anchor it by touch. Okay, so hope you can see this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press here. Okay, press here. That's what we're going to do. But what we need to do is we need to get in that place first. We need to get in that feeling. We need to get in that emotion and that place where you're actually feeling happiness and certainty and positivity. Okay, once we're in that place at the height of that emotion, we then anchor it. Okay, this is actually literally changing neural connections in your brain. Your brain will then link this feeling to that emotion. That's what we're doing here. It's a neuro-linguistics programming techniques where reprogramming the neurons in your brain. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes. I want you to go back and think of a time when you were actually totally happy and certain and things were great and you knew you could just achieve anything. Think of a time. Go back and picture a moment. Picture a moment where you had that feeling. All right? Have you got a time? Have you got a picture in your mind? Okay, when you have, I want you to go into that moment. I want you to see that picture through your own eyes, as if you're back in that moment. All right? Go down into your own body, look at that moment through your own eyes, and imagine you're there again. See the things that you saw in that moment. Hear all the sounds that you heard. Feel those feelings of complete happiness. You were right there in that moment. You knew exactly. You knew that you could achieve anything. You were happy. You knew that this was the pleasure life could give you. You knew that you were certain you could achieve anything in your life. You could achieve absolutely anything. I love this. Life is great. I can do whatever I want. I can achieve anything I want. I can be happy. Life is so good. Just feel those emotions. Feel being in that time. Know that certainty. Know it. Know that certainty. Know you can achieve whatever you want. You can be happy. You can build a life that you love. Absolutely can. That's it. That's what we've done. We've anchored that to that feeling. Okay? If you got yourself in that moment, if you got yourself into that picture and into that time and you felt the feelings and you saw what you were seeing and you heard the sounds of that moment, if you got yourself in that place and you've done this, you will have anchored that emotion to that time. Now, just snap out of that, okay? Just back into the room with me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to test it, okay? So I want you to just be composed, just where you are in the moment. And I want you to set off that anchor, okay? Do exactly the same as you did. Press there. Do you feel that? You feel those emotions, you feel that certainty and that happiness come back like that. If you've got into this enough emotionally and you've done it, right? If you've done it, you felt the feelings enough, you can now just press that area that you pressed and you'll get those feelings. Now, the reason I've done it here is because it's not an area that's generally touched, right? If it's scratching your nose or something like that, okay, that's something you do anyway. So you don't want to be walking around all the time and then, just setting these emotions off because because you're doing stuff. Okay, so a place that's a bit obscure, a place that you can actually think, yep, I am setting this off. Boom. And you will feel that come back over you. And you can use this when you're feeling opposite to that, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling not happy, when you're feeling not positive. Set that anchor off and feel those come back. And if you can as well, strengthen it every time. Every time you do it, deliberately go back into that picture. See the things you saw, hear the things that you heard, and feel those emotions and set it off. And it's a massively powerful tool if you've done this. Like I said, you can use something like a song. If you pick a song that you love and you get yourself in that moment, every time that song plays, do it a couple of times. Get yourself in that feeling and jam to that song and feel powerful and feel confident and feel alive and happy. If you do that, you can then play that song whenever you want those emotions, and that song will trigger those feelings. It's just another anchor, another way of doing the same thing without actually using. But this is good because you can just do anywhere, anytime. No one knows what you're doing. You don't have to have a music player with you. If anything like that, you can just go boom, and you can get yourself back into that moment of positivity, happiness, anytime. So this is the last video in the course. I hope this stuff was really helpful. I hope you've learned some great stuff that you can take away and implement in your life and start to get yourself out of that place, wherever you are, to the next level. Okay, if it's rock bottom, if it's where you don't see any future for yourself, implement the things and do it consistently. You have to put the effort into doing this stuff consistently. It's time, it's a process. You cannot do this stuff and be instantly better and changed. It's time and process and training on your behalf. You have to put the work in. You have to take action if you want results. You will not get the results if you do not take action. That's the way of life. Okay? These techniques, these things I've given you in this course will help you go in the right direction and will get you going where you want. But it's up to you to actually do it, to have the strength to pull yourself out of that negative thinking, out of that really down frame of mind. You need to have the strength to say, no more of that. I'm using these tools and techniques to change that pattern. All right, that's up to you. I cannot do that for you. That's up to you. I've given you the tools to do it and to implement in your life. So if you're at a place where you want to change, where you want to become better and happier and stronger and take control of your life, I've given you a lot of the tools that you can use to do that. I'm also obviously more than happy to work with you one-on-one if you'd like to go a step further, if you'd like me to help you dig into your thought patterns and your beliefs, your emotions and your feelings, and help you work them in a lot better, quicker way. Okay, I can definitely do that. I can help you get your life from where you are to where you want to go in a really quick manner. It doesn't take years of work or therapy or any of that. It doesn't take any of that. It's just shifting from where you are to where you want to go, and I can definitely help you through that process if you like. So please feel free to contact me at any stage. If you're not aware of our Facebook group, we are Separated Dads Support on Facebook. So if you search that, you'll find our page, Separated Dads Support, and in there you can access a group. If you're a separated dad, it's for separated dads only. It's a place where they can come and share their stories and feel safe and know that it's just a safe place to be, because I filter largely who's in there. I filter what goes on in the group. It's just support and helpful things. That's what it's about. So if you're not a member, feel free to join. Dig around our website and find any of our other resources and help yourself. You probably got with this an ebook as well, which I wrote, which is a great resource. It's a bit about my story. It's about how I dealt and how I got through and how I'm now building for myself a life that I love. I truly love my life now. You know, I have everything that I want now, and I'm working towards more. I'm working towards goals. I'm working towards expanding, towards reaching as many people as I can and helping people in a positive manner as much as I can. That's what my life mission is now, and that's why I'm giving you so much, and that's why I'm offering the one-on-one coaching and the other trainings in our membership area. There's a lot you can do on a more basic membership area without the one-on-one coaching, which just enables you to go through training courses. There's podcast episodes which you will get a lot of value out of as well. They are awesome. Thank you very much. I hope this really, really, really helped. Either way, please make yourself the priority. Please invest in yourself in whatever way you can. If that's not us, that's completely fine. But do what you can to learn and grow. You don't know what you don't know, and you can't use to your benefit what you don't know. It's all about learning. And you've shown that you want that just by being here and making it to the end of this course. So I'm stoked for you. I'm so proud. You're in the right direction. You're going the right way. So thank you very much. Feel free to reach out to us anytime on the Facebook, via our email, website. We're here to help you in any way that we can. So thank you very much, and good luck, and get excited about the future.